hell? You just rated out 70 people? Damn. I didn't even know you were a streamer, brother. I am. Oh, clearly you are. Clearly you are. Vital, welcome in. What do you normally stream in, Dark Crow? Honor of Kings and Pokemon Pocket. Very nice. Let's go creep your page real quick. Oh, you make it sound like you've been a streamer for 1,000 years. I don't think you haven't been streaming for too long. Good for you, man. Good for you. How did you end up getting 80 people in there? 70 people in there? Not at all. I've been doing it longer. Are you on the affiliate side of it yet or no? You've been doing. Six away. 6 away in what way? It's 50 right now. It said you had 50. Don't you only need 50 followers, don't you? Zelda, welcome in. Yeah, do you have all the other stuff though? Do you I mean, like, granted, if you just had 80 people in there. I guess if you just had like 80 people in there, I was going to say, have you averaged your whatever 3 per stream for X amount of hours and X amount of streams in a certain amount of period of time? Oh, wasn't my stream. It was Saints. I was a guest. Ah, gotcha. Alright, now I'm picking up what you're putting down. Dark Crow, where were you earlier today? I was going to do your deck today, and then you never showed up. Welcome in. Thank you, Zelda, for showing up. Always appreciate the love. I guess that's a good enough reason. That's as good as any reason. Also, guys, let me know. I was tinkering with the sound. Make sure that the game volume isn't too loud. Let me know if it is. I'm going to be screwing around with my Gengar deck a little bit more. You're at work right now. Gotcha. Gotcha. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I can't remember what you do for work, man. Zelda, do you want to jump in, do a warm-up match? Because we missed our match. You didn't get to do any matches earlier. It's fine. I never said. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to have to remember what's in this deck. I'm going to bring it up on my phone. Ooh, I could just bring it up on the computer. No, I'll bring it up on my phone. Makes it a little easier. A little easier to talk about when I can see the deck list in front of me. I'm very sleepy. Zelda, it's all good. It's all good. You sleep. Or just chill. Just chill. I'm. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, Dark Crow. It's all good. I was just curious. I can try though. You know what? If you want to jump on for a match, we can always try. Zelda, just like no pressure, just any game, because we didn't play any today. Let's get that Donny code in. Let's just give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. Just a warm up. Vital, let me know how you're doing if you're still with us. Anybody that's on YouTube, welcome in, guys. Only reason I'm awake, I have a damn mosquito bite on my hip. Wait. Actually, that's why you're awake, is from a mosquito bite? That seems wild to me. That seems wild to me. All right, so we're going first here. Ghastly in the start, and it's going to be against a Meowscarada Decidueye EX deck. So it will be really interesting to see how this fares, just because the Tapu Lele is not going to do too much work here. You know, we're not even going to play anything else. We don't need to do the Rocky Helmet or anything yet. Itch the pain will stop. That's true. I mean, does that work? I don't know if that works. Does that get rid of the itch of mosquito bites? Okay, so the Call for Family goes down, and very, very lucky here. We're just going to be able to... Well, I'm kind of thinking we save, just because we have the second Gengar in hand. So it's like, why not just do this? Get the 30 damage down. We can get the Rocky Helmet out now. And then next turn we can just kind of start being a little bit aggressive with this. So we obviously have a pretty decent start as far as the evolutions go in this round. But we don't have overly a great start as far as it goes to development. And honestly, just going for more cries for help is just going to help development, especially if Ninetales doesn't have all the cards that she needs to get everything going. So, and there is a red card in here, so, you know, keep that in mind. We would be considering to play a red card if we had it. That is not the case, though. So we'll go into Gengar here. 70 damage for 2 energies and puts them to sleep. So definitely in on that. And I'm from Texas. Living next to 2 rivers. Gotcha. Mosquito bites are daily. It's just a matter of how many. That's a tough pill to swallow. Tough pill to swallow. Now, because this deck has the Tapu in here, which means that we can start putting damage anywhere on the field, it also does mean that this deck is going to be missing Sabrina's. Cyrus makes more sense because we can kind of, you know, pinprick whatever we need to pull in. Under normal circumstances, that would be a little bit better. And we won't be able to utilize that right here, but we do get a little bit of healing on the back line. We'll just put the energy on the back here, and the Florigato is going to get an energy and get a second one up. My guess is that we are going to see the evolution happen. So whether sleeping or not, evolution goes past that anyway. So it's not going to matter too much. There we go. There's that Meowscarada. Probably even going to see a Lily go down if I had to guess. Or a Erica. There we go. That's the whole point. You got to run those lilies with these stage 2 decks, especially with the grass too, right? It helps with the sustainability so much, and we're going to be able to do the exact same thing back, right? One good thing, really good thing about this Gengar is decent HP pool, right? But it's not getting all that damage from Meowscarada. So I think in the very least this is probably a very neutral battle other than the Tapu. Tapu is probably not as good against this matchup. Alright. Oricorio, very nice. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of it. I know that it would be kind of cool to have that on the board because of its effect on its attack. But we do know that the last card we have is a Ghastly. And I think that getting an energy on there is probably just going to be more of a benefit considering what we're looking at here. Alright, Hypnoblast, put it to sleep, and see what happens. My sleep luck is not on tonight, that's for sure. Alright, here's the real question. With a hand like that, how many more heals are we going to see happen? We're playing a deck very close to that. Not exactly that with no Mewtwo, but we were playing some Bayonet earlier today. This deck did actually really good though. This I believe it went 9 wins, something like that in the Ursi 10K tournament, which is pretty wild. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. All right, so let's get the rare candy down. Get the other Gengar on the board. Energy up, and we will attack into this. We do not have any more heals in our hand or anything. We only have the Poison Barb as far as items go going forward left. And let's just see. Yeah, we do have one Lily, so we do have a little bit more healing. But we also see a Rowlet that is just primed to come in here and probably start snagging kills on us too. And that's going to be kind of the scarier point here, and we probably want to be in a situation here where we are Sabrina, yeah, we can just spread the damage down onto the Tapu here. That's fine, that's totally fine. All right, so we are gonna get to kill this and I see with the Decidueye EX, you know, Pierce the Pain is going to be able to target that, but that's okay. Either way, he's gonna have to start doing some killing on us at some point in time. He's gonna have to start attacking these Gengars at some point in time. And it doesn't matter about having this Gengar in the back or in the front. It kind of makes more sense to have it in the front for now, just because for the sake of the Rocky Helmet. All right. Oh, Cape goes down. Okay. So we gotta deal with a lot of HP here. But we do have some sleep potential here. And this deck won't be running Pokemon Center Lady, so we're okay with that. It would probably be a major menace. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Dark Crow. Alright. Professor's Research. This should be good. This will probably get us very close to our Lily. Huh. Okay. We're getting close. We're getting close, just not quite there yet. Let's just get this out. Well, let's play the red card. You know, there's, 3, 4, 5 cards. Let's get it down to 3. Take some of the potential healing, get a little delay on it. We'll put the Oricorio out later. Let's get down a little bit. I don't want to be stuck with the Oricorio, so maybe just as a last ditch effort or something. Wakes up instantly. And let's take a look here. I know that she runs a decent amount of healing in this deck. So there we go. Erica and both lilies are gone. Now one Erica is added to that. So we do still have a little bit of work to get done here. But at least, you know, we'll get the Rocky Helmet. And then next turn we're going to get the Poison Barb down. So. And it'll only be Razor Leaf, which is, you know, kind of good, I guess. There we go. All right, so let's, we don't need to worry about energy. Just get our 70 damage done. Now, at the very most, all we can expect to see is one more Erica. And we're not sleeping today, ladies and gentlemen. We're staying awake for the duration of the whole battle. All it takes is one turn to sleep, though, and it just can turn right around for us. Alright, so no heal goes off, and that is going to be the win right there. That will take it down to 80. We could still heal here if we needed to, but we just don't need to. And that is going to take us to the end of this. GG's. Thank you. Always appreciate it. I would have won if I top decked was Erica, not my other Meow. Or at least survived. I did have my Lily in hand. Did you have it and then I red carded it away, Zelda, or no? Dark Crow. I know you said you're at work. I don't know if that means you're on a break. Did you want to get a game in, or are you just kind of chilling like a villain? This is a cool deck. I do enjoy this deck. If anybody wants to, hey, well, you know what? That means that the red card came in exactly when it needed to. I'm here. Darko, did you want to get in on a battle? If you'd like to show your deck. Dark Crow, I was kind of wondering. I'm more on standby. Sounds good. Let's get a game in. Dark Crow, before we play, I was going to ask you about your deck. Why aren't you running any lilies in it? I've actually been really looking at your deck. I haven't played it yet, but like, I'm still trying to do the full diagnostic. Like, why are we missing lilies in the deck? Is it just because like the deck list is so tight? Like, I know it's tight. We've talked about like it being a tight list. There really isn't that much room left in it, but like, I'm just almost wondering, like, does Guzma help more than healing 60? I'm lagging. Well, let's play a game. I'm kind of in caster mode. Well, I had an Erica. Zelda. What do you have planned for tomorrow, Zelda? Do you have a job lined up now that you're graduated? Or do you have, like, part-time gig that you're going to be doing for the summer or anything like that? Or are you just kind of taking some time off now that you've done all the school? That's true, it does. But, like, your other Pokemon does the exact opposite of healing itself. Your Rampardos hurts itself. I was just thinking, I was like, man, like, could you just imagine seeing someone drop a Lily, heal 60, and on top of that, do an attack and then get another 50 plus potential weakness? Like, it'd just be like a crazy full heal potential in one turn on Kabutops. But, like, also, I mean, I haven't played the deck or anything, so. All right, Targro, we are ready for you when you're ready. right, here we go. Next game, we are going second. We get that first energy. Ghastly start. Very nice. And we do know this deck. This is going to be against a Lycanroc, Kabutops, Rampardos deck. So it's got the explosive with a lot of long-term heals. So we'll see how this deck pans out against it. I don't know. I really don't know how well it's going to do. What we do know is that the Rocky Helmet should just go down and that we should just take our 20 damage onto Rockruff, and being realistic, as long as we don't evolve or anything, if it goes into Lycanroc pretty quick here, it's still not going to, yikes, that scares me. It's still not going to be able to one-shot us until we get it lower HP than what we have. Well, it'll only do 50, right? Unless we get the rare candy. Alright, we're just going like hyper aggressive here because it's all we have. It's our only option on the board. We're hoping to keep him asleep here. Let's just Hypno Blast it and hope that we can keep him asleep. I mean, if he hits us, it's gonna suck big time. Okay, that helps a lot. Helps a lot. And the real question is, does Rampardos hit the field? Because that would be massively scary for us. Alright. So we will tag our first point here. And it would be really nice to get anything else on the board. I'm almost even tempted to do this. But, you know what? We have a full other turn that we can do. And just wait. We're also not going to play the red card because it's safe to say that red card is not going to be as helpful right now because we probably would have seen Rampardos on the field if he had it. Now this also does take into account we are playing against a deck where we're going to have to get 3 prizes versus killing any EXs. It's just the way that it will be. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I see. That's why the cape went down, just to deal with that range right there. And you know what? We are gonna. No, we need to get another basic on the board, guaranteed. And we're gonna put this down. We will drop the Lily just because we have both of them in hand. And let's see if we can get the sleep off. It'd be nice to stay at full health at this point in time. And no evolution to hit the board. That would be like the 2 best case scenarios. Alright, so we do get some sleep. We're doing, so versus our last game, we're getting all of our sleep luck right here. All right. So we'll get that Pokeball. I almost no. We just kind of need the other Ghastly. Tapu's fine, but you know what? I think what we're gonna do is use the communications, because essentially we've got a 50% chance now of getting Ghastly, and even if we get Haunter, it's really not that bad. Really not that bad. All right, get Ghastly on the board. Get energy on him. Take this point, and we will be fighting into likely a Rampardos would be my guess, just based on the energy, but you know, anything can happen. Okay, so you know what? Honestly, not even the worst situation for us right now. Oh, there we go. Evolution hitting the board. Ooh. With style. With style. With the communications. And that's going to be GG's. Just couldn't develop there at the end. That was a little bricky. That was a little bricky there for you. That was a rough go. I know that obvious your deck never. I feel Dark Crow. I feel like your deck never bricks that bad. Like it obviously does sometimes. We just saw it, but like I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen your deck like brick that bad. You do get style points. 100% you get style points. Never gonna get mad at the style points. Enough style points that we'll see if we can turn it into a super stylish short. It never really that bad. Yeah, it seemed abnormally bad. Like that was not an average or even close. Like the beginning was like looking good, but then like you fell off the curve. All right, I just missed a message. That first Brigatito I used in the fight against you was just a sacrificial lamb to get cards I needed, or weed for the rare candy, as I had the Decidueye from the start. Yeah, you had the werewolf. Lycanroc? You got Lycanroc on the board. Hey, you didn't get the stage 1, right? The Cranidos. But also, apparently, my Mons were following me in real life and not sleeping. Yeah, the beginning was like very like it seemed like it was gonna be good. And like, don't get me wrong, I had above average luck, but then you had below average luck after that point. I got the double sleep. Like, I literally gave you no chance to like come back at all, it seemed like. Because like, even if you'd killed the Haunter, it would have like slowed down my development by like at least 2 more turns for 2 more draws. Also, apparently, my mods. Zelda, did you want to get in on another one, or Dark Crow? Do either of you want to play a Charizard Incineroar deck by chance? Because I would love to try this against Charizard deck if it was in the cards, if either of you had the deck. I'm trying to farm's not the right word. I'm trying to get footage to make a long form video, because I do think that for me, just for me, my opinion might be wrong. I can always attest to that. But I think that this deck, for me, gets like a S tier for free to play. I think that this is probably one of the best free to play decks you could get in this day and age right now. Like this is such an easy deck to make right now for a free-to-play player. If you're still awake enough, Zelda, let's hit another one. You just got your Incineroar on a Wonder Pick? Nice. I do like the Incineroar card. I actually think that going forward, we're actually going to see Incineroar be more playable down the road than the Steamzard. That's my thought. I think. That's what I think. Yours is easy to build, but is it as easy? Yours is. I mean, okay, so let's break it down. We've got this deck is infinitely easier than your deck. There's not a single card in this deck that's above a 2 diamond, whereas you're rocking 4 rares. Is Lycanroc a rare? I can't remember. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, your deck could also be considered free to play because it's easy to trade for. But like all 2 diamonds or less, I mean, like, that's like as free to play as it comes. So communication though for that Mars, I mean, one thing to think about, like, if you had had a Mars there, would that have helped you? I feel like it would have, because you could have potentially slowed me down. Like, look at my hand right now. Make sure everything's loading properly. I feel like if you'd pulled, you would have done good with it. All right, going into the next game, we are up against a Steamzard Incineroar deck. We are going first. We're not going to get that first energy. We are just going to throw the barb down just to try to discourage any attacking done. But definitely expecting to take some damage here. A Pokeball going down. Okay, and the Litten goes on the board. Oh, and that Mars does get dropped. See, there's a big thing right now where, like, Mars early on is kind of what people want to do. The one thing we had really going for us right then and there was that at the very least, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go the old-fashioned way. We don't need rare candy this game. Main reason we want to do that is just because we'd like to get as much damage down on Charmander as possible. He avoided attacking us. We have full HP, which is great. But you know, getting that extra 30 damage right now goes a really long way, especially if Charizard hits the field. We're not that developed right now. And we know Mars is off the board, so chances, it could happen, but the chances of this being a... Okay, yeah, the chances of a red card also being here would be just so slim, so slim. All right, here we go. So yeah, I mean, we're just being pretty explosive here. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've had better odds because we started with the rare candy, but we didn't even use it. And our opponent here still gets the Charmeleon up, so it's kind of the same thing. This is, you know, we both didn't get our rare candies up. All right, Charmander backline 2. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think we're gonna see all the energy disappear now. This Charmeleon's kind of just, since we got Gengar up so quick. Get that Professor's Research down. Don't really need to put the energy on Oricorio, but, you know, better there than nowhere. We'll take this kill, and we'll see. Now, if we do see Incineroar hit the field, little scary, but, like, not fully scary. He will need to get some energy on him, so we will have at least one try to put him to sleep. What's the chance of seeing a Lion deck in the tourney? In a tourney? The Lion, are you talking about Solgaleo? I mean, the chances of there being one in in a tournament is high. The chances of fighting one would be lower because depending how many players there are, right? Yeah, I have Discord. Yep. There's a Discord page right there. Yeah. All right, so we end up snagging the second kill there. Incineroar's off the table. Charmander's up now. I guess would be if they can get it off, it will be now or never. And just into concede. So whether that's a matter of us being explosive or bad RNG, I mean, it's still a good deck. It's still a good deck. What? Oh, sorry. What list are you talking about? Yeah, we can try again, Zelda. Yeah, so Dark Crow, it's like pretty good. It's so this goes back to the conversation we had yesterday, or 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday. Some decks are good at ranked, and some goods are good at tournaments. Solgaleo, really good at tournaments, or sorry, really good at ranked, not good at tournaments. It's not that good at tournaments. I had both my rare candies, and then the turn after I sacked Litten, the top was Incineroar. Yeah, let's do another one. It's all good. So yeah, Dark Crow, it's a great deck for ranked. Not good for we're not seeing any good results on tournaments. I have the big results up here right now. We could look at them if you'd like, but if we look at the metagame, I can tell you. So the percentages of Solgaleo were 2%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 59 decks, and the very best person out of that. Oh, to be fair, the best only one of those decks made top cut. Only one Solgaleo deck made top cut. All right, here we go. So we are going first here. Ghastly start. We've got a very nice hand. We do know that this is a Charizard deck that is running Incineroar. And yeah, I mean, we've got pretty much what we'd want. The only thing that could make this better would be exactly this, getting another basic on the board. Another Ghastly would just be crazy. But I guess we'll take the Oricorio. All right. So we don't have any of the tools. That will just be the end. So unlike the last game, we're not going to have a chance to just be explosive with a high defense. Because last game we ended up getting the Poisonous Barb out right away. Just preventing any of this damage, but that's okay. Alright, so we are going to go slow grow this time. Same as last game. We don't need to go fast. And the main reason for that is because I think 30 damage is worth more right now than just having more HP. Like, let's really break it down. Another energy goes on. If it was Charmeleon, then it would only do 40 more. Whereas if it goes to Charizard, which is what it's doing, I'm glad that I did 30 more damage to it. So, Stoke happens. It's going to be up to 5 energies. What we really want to get is the Tapu. As we top deck it, that is awesome. So now we can kind of play this pretty standard, right? Just getting the Gengar fully energied and hope that we get some sleep off. If we don't get the sleep off, we just hope that there is no lilies in hand and that we can finish it off with the Tapu. And you know what? Either way, we are going to definitely... We won't take a chance on 10 HP. We won't take a chance on 10 HP. All right, wakes up. Yeah, so it's not worth taking the chance to have 10 HP left. So what we're gonna do is we will put this up, but we're gonna retreat. 5 energies up here. We can knock out the Charizard with the Tapu Lele, and then we can go right back into Gengar. And that's kind of one of the beauties of Gengar. Also, is it's just super light on the retreat cost, super light on the energy required. This deck can just be so explosive. Dark Crow, give me 1 sec. And then we get the Incineroar on the board. Okay. So you know what? This honestly not even a bad defensive spot right here. Most decks don't run Cyrus anyway, so we're not burnt. I mean, we know that we'll die next turn, but we can do 40 damage here, or we can go in. I think that we're gonna play this because Incineroar very unfortunately can one tap us, right? We know he can one tap us, so let's get Ghastly on the board. Yeah. So healing isn't really going to help us too much, but get 40 damage done here. And then we can go right into our Gengars and attempt to sleep and attempt to kill that way. Ooh, that Charmander. That would have been so juicy to try to snipe, but will not be happening. Alright, so we'll go into Gengar first. We'll get the rare candy up. Do a evolution here. And see if our sleep luck is going to keep up with us. So there we go. Hypnoblast. And like I said, really no purpose to use the Lily. We just really hope that they don't wake up, which they did. And now we're hoping there's no lilies in hand, which there very well could be. I don't think we've even seen, yeah, not a single lily's been played. Getting the second Charizard ready to go already. Alright. See, consolation prize, the Rocky Helmet. It would be, I mean, at this point in time, it wouldn't matter if we get the Barb, because Barb doesn't do damage until after the fact. But it would have been nice if that was Barb and then we had the Rocky Helmet here. But either way, let's go for it. Let's see if our sleep keeps up. It's literally now or never. We probably need to do this twice if there's double the Lily. And that could be it. GG's. That was way better development on their side. But yeah, this deck, it's kind of schmoozing. Alright, Dark Crow, sorry. I was in caster mode. I posted my deck and a friend's version, which you like more. I'm ranking super fast with mine, but his feels better for tourney. You froze. Had to restart stream. Okay, I'll go take a look right now, Dark Crow. I'll go take a look right now. Zelda, thank you so much, by the way. Okay, so you uploaded like a whole bunch. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I'm looking at here. Can you explain it? Rather than me trying to depict it, you sent 1, 2, 3, 4 screenshots. So give me a quick description. Which one is it the bottom one? That is the one from your friend? The turn Incineroar came out, I top decked the rare candy. Okay, fair enough. The others are fun decks. Okay, so this is what I'm taking away. One of these decks is your deck, the one you wanted me to play. And then one of them is one that your friend built. And you're saying that yours you've been ranking up really quickly with, but his you think might do better in tournaments. Okay, so question number 1. Yeah, the question number 1, Lords. what is ranking up really quickly for you? What rank are you? What rank did you start at? What rank are you at with it so far? So let's figure out what that means first. Let's figure out what that means first. Whoa, why do I have a Reggie in this? That's definitely not supposed to be there. The heck? Why is there a Reggie in here? Missing a fossil. From scrolling. Alright. I started in Great Ball 3 yesterday and now I'm Ultra Ball 3. Basically, I'm 996 points. Okay. So Ultra Ball, like, just being realistic, Ultra Ball 3 is where it gets hard. But how many of those wins are in Ultra Ball 3? Because, like, I would go as far to say that Ultra Ball 3 is harder than Ultra Ball 1 and 2 and all of Great Ball put together. Would be my opinion. But, and then also it would come down to, too, what kind of decks have you been running into? I know we talked about Garchomp and stuff. Like, what is this countering? So he's opting for Kabuto. He's adding in a Kabuto, which you don't have. What's he sacrificing for? Oh, he's taking out the communications for the Kabuto. I see. And then he added the Mars, which we talked about, and took out the Guzma, which is what we talked about. The Guzma is the most replaceable card in here. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you, Zelda. I mean, I'm in Ultra 3 right now. I might do a little bit of climbing, but haven't started. But friend got out of Ultra Ball 3 with it. Oh, that's interesting. So, Dark Crow, I think that the best way to, like, really, you want to know how good this would do in tournaments. So, I'm going to ask you the big questions right here, right now. And, like, I know you don't know the answers, but how well does this deck do against Giratina Darkrai or against the new Giratina Greninja Tapu Lele deck or against the Meowscarada Decidueye deck? And then also you could ask against the Carnivine Arceus Crobat deck. Those are the four most important decks. If you can beat those four most important decks, then the next deck that's most important is the Garchomp one, and then it goes to Charizard. But if you can beat the first three decks consistently, that means like over 50%. That means you'd be sitting at being in a positive against potentially around 10, 20, 30, 40, about 49% of all the decks that go into a tournament. So that's where we're at math-wise. But if you're worse than any of those decks, then that's where the problem lies. So how does this deck match up to Meowscarada Decidueye? Because that would be my biggest worry. Arceus Carnivine Crobat. The first two are easy wins. So, okay, so let's do a match right now. Let's do a match right now. You use your deck, and let's use it. Let's save. Did I just save that? Let's just make sure I save this. If you have time for another, let me fix. Well, I'll fix it later. Do you have time for another match? Lost if you don't kill quick, then 2 Meowscrot in. I just want to see how much like you're saying that you've got like an easy win over this deck. So let's see. I'm pretty sure after how the deck did in the tournament, it's going to be popular. Only runs 1 EX, so it's not bad on the needing. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a match right now, Dark Crow. I think we're going to see lots of them. Dark Crow, use that Donnie code. How you doing? How you holding together, Zelda? You falling asleep on us yet? I definitely see how Rockruff could be like kind of a pain in the. For me, I could see that. But like anyone that knew what they were doing, they'd be playing Mars right now. Between this and next turn, it would have been. Everything except Rowlet, Sdui, Lily, and Rare Candy are tradable too, so you can get help. That's, you love that deck, Zelda. You love it. You love it. Yeah, but Dark Crow, did I give you that hand from playing on Mars? Or did you have a fossil in hand and I just took it away from you? Because there's a big difference. Big difference. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Iono you would have 100% played last turn. Oh, same hand before and after Mars. Fair enough. Minus the Iono. But the Iono would have been the card you would have played last turn. If you had no fossils in hand, you probably would. You would have played it between last turn and this turn. Alright, and so this is going to be just over. Pretty quick here. I mean, like, you do still have, like, a turn to get this off the ground. But you have exactly that. One turn to get it off the ground. Alright, let's play this. We know you're gonna get the kill next turn. Let's get the energy on Froakie. It doesn't actually matter. Actually, it matters in case. Well, no. Let's just put it on Froakie. It doesn't actually matter though. I guess I could have put out Tapu, but This brick is more common, lols. Fair enough. Alright, so Sabrina's down the hatch. And that's just game, right? But it works. Alright, well, Dark Row, let's do another one. If you got time, let's do another one. Hey, you know what, Zelda? Here's the thing. Sometimes it's just about customizing the deck, just the little bits to make it more yours. Bad showing. It's Dark Row, let's go again. Let's go again. So, perspective though, that was my average start. That was like maybe just a tad above average. Maybe Greninja an extra turn later, but that's also why I mean, you had nothing on the board, but I didn't throw any water shurikens. I don't know. I have receipts to back up claims of streaks. All right, let's do another one, Lord. I hear you on your streaks, but the streaks matter more about what decks you're playing against than anything else when it comes to tournaments. Like I said, a deck being good for ranked versus tournament, totally different. Totally different. Also, deck lists, right? Deck lists are important too. I don't even know the Decidueye Meowscarada deck enough to know what cards you're sacrificing by adding in those heals. I'd have to look. All right, so this would be an under average start for me. Under average, like this would be considered a bad start. But if this is a Giratina, then it turns around half decently, and it's not, so that that makes it worse. But at least we can attack you. There's always that. It'd be wild if you there we go. This is looking like a way better start for you this time. Hand control cards, yeah, that very well could be it. Very well could be it. Alright, Kabutops already on the board. That's very nice. Very nice. Okay, that helps. Pretty good amount, to be honest. So let's get another Froakie on the board here. Let's just think about. Okay, you got Sabrina. Let's retreat this. Let's get Tapu out there. Tapu can live long enough. Let's get the energy out. So we're behind, but not by that much. We're behind a little bit though. We're not even gonna worry about your Kabutops right now. Broken Space Bellow. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for the misplay. Oh, those are bold words. You better explain yourself if you want to call it a misplay. Oh, I see. Because now you can one-tap me. I see what you're saying. Tapu is only there to die. I don't think it actually matters too bad. Because, to be completely honest, I mean, like, I don't. I think you just swap either way. You know. I think you just swap. I just remembered what you said about Mars when you either do it early or when you have one prize left. No, that's called learning. That's called learning. All right, so I guess we'll do it this way this time. It just does nothing with me doing it back there, but I see what you're saying, because I would have gotten 2 turns rather than 1. But I'm pretty sure I've already won this. I don't know. Unless you get another fossil on the board, I'm pretty sure this is over. Good old Iono. Well, there's that fossil that we were just talking about. Maybe we didn't win this. Alright. But I still think, for the sake of everything that's in my being, I'm pretty sure I just pedal on the gas here. Pretty sure. I love how I just got like Professor Research into the exact cards I was just missing. So I'm pretty sure that's all we do here is just pedal on the gas and we hope for the best. So we'll Water Shuriken, as if it even, you're gonna do like 100 damage to us. You're gonna heal, because you got that. Ah, I see. Maybe that 1 kill mattered more than I'm giving it credit for. Maybe it really mattered more than I gave it credit for. Because you're gonna heal 50 here. For sure you're going to heal 50 here. It'd be silly for you not to. And that means that I have to specifically top deck only 1 card. Otherwise I lose. Ooh. No, I do not lose. Because you don't run any reds. We'll just play this for funsies. We'll just play this on Tapu. Maybe we don't win quite yet, but we're brewing up a win here. Definitely brewing up a win. We need to pull. There's a few cards left. 2 of them instant win. Cards are win. I'd much rather heal stall over mess with hands. What about messing with their bench though? But I guess you don't need to do that as much when you're running a Decidueye. You don't need to Sabrina Cyrus, so I get it. You can afford it. I wonder, Zelda, would there be a purpose in adding a Pokemon Center lady just to heal? Ooh, I don't think that's right. That can't be right. I mean, like, all right, and that's GG's. So we could have played the Mars there if we really wanted to, but nothing else on the board. Just to heal like paralysis or confusion or poison or burn. You know, I wonder, I was thinking about that with your deck. I wonder, would there be a merit in just taking out 1 Erica? Yes, you'd get 20 less heal, but healing those other things. I misplayed. Dark Crow, we had that either way. Just because I mean, technically we had a 75% chance of drawing either a Greninja because we had the rare candy, or the Pokemon Center lady, which would have given me an extra 30 HP, or the cape, which would have given me 20 more HP. So, Dark Crow, do you want to go again? Because I'm just, obviously I'm not saying I'm the best with this deck. I did pretty good in the tournament with it, but I fumbled. You pointed out that I made a misplay. I attack at it and it died next turn. How did it die next turn though? Dark Crow, walk me through it. I had Guzma. You wouldn't have lived through next turn though. You wouldn't have lived through next turn. I would have done 130 damage to you. And a candy and both. I don't know. You need to articulate that better. I don't see how you could have won that. Echo. What? I attack with 50. You had 10, yes. So it would have been my turn, right? But Dark Crow, I had a 25% chance to pull a Greninja. If I had pulled a second Greninja. No. So I didn't need to kill you with, you're forgetting that you only had 70 HP. So I could have went in with my Tapu Lele and done 40 damage there. And then if I'd pulled the second Greninja, which I had a 1 in 4 chance to do, then it would have been a double shuriken. If I didn't pull the Greninja, that meant that I would have had a 25% chance to get a cape, which would have given me an extra 20 HP, which means I'd attack you and not die. Or another 25% chance that I would have pulled my Pokemon Center lady, which would have been 30 HP, and then I could have attacked you and not died. So I don't remember enough to look at. I don't know what the one other card was missing, but it was a 75% win chance there for me. Because I can't remember what the other card would have been offhand. We could probably look at it. We could probably look at the deck and figure it out, but no, that's good. You'd killed the Tapus. I had Giratina in my hand. Oh, I think it was a Pokeball. So 25% chance it would have done nothing, I think. Already played the Mars, had both Cyrus in hand. Or it could have been a Professor's Research. I don't even know if I played 2 Professor's Research last game. But if it was a Professor's Research, then you just guaranteed lost. I think I used my luck up. Dark Crow, I know that you didn't get fully developed there. So what I'm getting at with this is, let's just pretend that you're 50-50 with this deck. If you're 50-50 with this deck and 20% of people run this deck, the chances of you beating, Drix, how you doing? What's going on? How's it going? Good morning. So let's pretend that you were going really deep in a tournament. Let's just do math, Dark Crow. Just math alone. If you were in an Ursi tournament where you had a Swiss rounds of 10, that means you would have to fight 2 of these decks, which means that you would have a 25% chance to beat both of them if it was a 50-50, which based on what we just did, it was not 50-50, but we'd also need to do like 20 more games to know the true stats. So I'm just saying that if we add in the Meowscarada, that means that you're going to minimum fight 1 Meowscarada, which if you're saying it's about 50-50 on that, that means now that you are at a 12% chance of beating all 3 of them. And then if the Carnivine is also equal, the Carnivine deck is also equal, that's another 8%. So you'd almost be fighting one of those. No, 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 no. It's 12:23 p.m. Drix, we're good. We're good. So I'm like obviously anything can happen, but we would what we'd need to see is hard stats. Though I will say that Dark Crow, I'm not sure in any of the games we played if you were using your friend's deck it would have been any better. I'm not sure it would have been any better if you were using his deck. Mars, maybe. Mars would have been the only thing. I think having the Kabuto in there, I'm not sure that helps. Over the communication, I don't know. I think I would stick with the communication because then you have flexibility. But that's just my thought. Doesn't mean I'm right. It's just my thought. Same. Same. Yeah, I'm not convinced his deck, other than the Mars over Guzma, because you didn't use Guzma once. So what you just taught me from that is either A, one Guzma in there is not consistent enough to use, or that it's not worth using over any of your other support cards. That's what you taught me by not using it. Granted, maybe against my deck, because my deck only runs one cape, it'd be more niche, fair enough, but that would be just one thing I'd consider. All right, let's find this deck that I'm playing right now. This deck is awesome. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Silver the Night Wolf. Hey, how you doing? Good morning or good evening. Yeah, against that deck it wouldn't. But also you didn't play it against my Gengar deck either. Just throwing that out there. You didn't play it against my Gengar deck either. Drix or Silver the Night Wolf. Would either of you like to get in on a battle with my deck? I am doing some battling with a Gengar deck. Despite what it looks like, I'm actually playing Gengar tonight because I'd like to get footage for a video. My new early morning stream. We're going to try to do like 1 or 2 Drix per night or per week. Night streams. That one I didn't draw it. I gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, if either of you want to get in on a battle, Drix or Nightwolf, let me know. I'm just going to go fill my water up. I'll be right back, guys. But it'd be nice. I'd like to get a couple more games just to have a little bit more footage for, like, while I'm explaining the deck and stuff. You're working. What about you, Nightwolf? Do you want to get in on a battle? Awesome. Let's do it, Nightwolf. Use the Donny code DONNI. No capitals. Let's hit it. against your second deck, mats would have been more helpful. Oh yeah, dude, in Ultra 3, I'm lucky if I can get through any games without seeing Mars. A lot of decks are running Mars and red card, running both, which is wild to me. Nightwolf, perfect, thank you, sir. Let's see what we can come up with here. Good luck, man. This will be good if we can clutch a win out here. Be sweet. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going second here. We've got a Ghastly in the opening. We get the first energy. Definitely a good development start here. And we are against the Darkrai EX, so we are going to get the weakness against us, which is very unfortunate. But and a little bit of chip along the way too. But as you can see, this is gonna turn out to be not too bad. Not too bad. So we'll just get developed here. The Tapu's always gonna be great because if Wolf can get his Giratina EX on the board, we want to just be as prepared as possible for it. And let's get the Professor's Research out. So we've gotten a good dig here, about as good as you could even ask for. And there we go, 20 damage. Let's see what he comes back with. And that's like the one of the top qualities of this deck is just how explosive it can be, how fast it can be. And to a point where he's going to be like, oh shoot, I need to catch up now. I need to try and catch up to this. Alright. So we got the Froakie on the board, so we're going to have to also consider that there will be some Greninja pressure on this match. But really not that worried about it. We're going to just rare Candy here. We'll start doing some pretty good damage here. And since it's a basic, no lilies. Really, we're not going to have to worry about too big of anything else. We're going to drop the red card early on here. Let's drop that down to 3 cards. And you know what? We'll just get the Poison Barb up there. Normally, I'd probably wait on this, but I think it's warranted. I think we've got a good enough lead that it's just worth having up there. Also, too, you never know when a Mars is going to get dropped. Let's just get it out of our hand, get it up on the board. Rather than redrawing it, let's just play it. What'd you think of Gengar Bayonet? I think it's probably works quite well. Though I will say that this Gengar deck I think is my favorite right now. Maybe not favorite deck, but my favorite Psychic deck. Alright, we got some wacky things going on here. Wacky things trying to keep that Darkrai alive. The thing is, though, we don't have to be too worried about it. Even if a Pokemon Center Lady goes down next turn, comes back in, we can just put the Oricorio up and get the kill. And I've already forgotten that we put it to sleep with the Leaf. Just a complete nothing happened there. And we'll just play this Professor's Research, and really this is going to come to a close very quickly here. Get this Darkrai off the board. That will wipe off all the energies on the board too. And then next turn we can just go into our Lily, heal up, and we'll just keep proceeding to sweep. And that is GG's, just the give up right there. Young Ant, welcome in. How's it going? GG's, brother. Hello, it's early for me. It's late for me. It's 12:33 a.m. Young Ant, you want to get in on a morning match? Wake yourself up. GG's, Nightwolf. GG's. Like, honestly, I think that, like, Dark Crow, I think that this deck right here, would have potential. Like, I think that this deck would work in ranked. Sure, Young Ant, let's do it. Use that Donny code. Let's hit it. Good luck, man. I think that this deck could work good in ranked. Personally. Nightwolf, you're good. You're good. Just because I'm running on adrenaline doesn't mean that all of you are as awake as I am. Young Ant, let's hit it. Did you see the 2-star Lily I pulled from Bugcatcher? I feel like I did see it. What the heck is that? A little moth in here? Alright. Here we go. So the Tapu start. This is it's been a while since we've had a start in any game where we didn't have Ghastly on the board right off the bat. And this is going to be a Garchomp and Lucario deck. Okay. This will be a good test for this deck. Good test for this deck. I mean, it'd be nice to pull anything more than absolutely nothing, but that's okay. Let's get the Barb down. It's going to be more of a deterrent to do any attacks, which is kind of just what we're going for right now. The Tapu is going to actually be able to survive a little bit. Have a little bit of survivability. Not a lot, but at least a little bit. It's being sold so much. It's the only thing I see. Everyone and their mama's playing it. Oh my gosh. Did you see the 2-star Lily I pulled? Yeah, did you put it in the Discord? I feel like I did. I feel like I did. My brain sees too much. I don't know. Bad excuse. Terrible excuse. Pseudo-Wudo in this deck. Okay. And at least we get the poison off. The consolation poison prize here. Alright. Well, this is not what we want to see, but it's what we have. We got the rare candy, so, you know, all we need is realistically one turn to turn this around. So that might be all we get. I've been playing ranked late last night, and I'm up to Great Ball rank 3. Good for you. Zyre, welcome in. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, Zyre. Playing some Gengar. Despite what it looks like, there is a Gengar in this. See? It's right here. Potion goes down. E. But if he attacks, he dies. That's the thing. If he attacks, he dies. Probably. Puts the energy up. Yep. Doesn't attack. Alright, that's fair enough. And we got nothing here. We got nothing. We just have to hope that they are also just bricking and pretending like they have the Garchomp in hand. Also, I've been playing this with a streamer last night. Nice. Who are you playing with? Which streamer? Alright, so the Garchomp comes out, and that's just going to be GG's. Sorry, did you want to get in on an early game match? Wait, why are you just talking to me in an emotes? GG's. GG's, young ant. I didn't get developed there. If Zaire doesn't want to go, then young ant, I would love to do a rematch. Too tired. Young ant, let's do a rematch. Let's see if I can at least get a little bit developed on the board. Mewtwo. I feel like I've heard of Mewtwo. Young ant, let's go again. Let's go again. I feel like I've heard of the streamer. Oh, dang. Young ant. No, didn't have any other Pokemon. Young ant. Let's go again. Let's go again. All right, here we go. So we know that this is going to be a Garchomp deck. We are getting the first energy. We're starting with the Ghastly this time, so a little bit stronger than our last start. And we got the Gibble out there. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. I like where our hand is looking. We definitely can get some work done here. It'll depend what we get pulled here, but I'm thinking, based on what it looks like, we might play the Pokeball and just not put it on the field. And you'll see why. It's the Pokemon communications. I think that is going to come into play pretty good here, as long as we can pull something to go with this, something to give this some momentum. All right, so pretty good development here for Young Ant. So we didn't get anything. That's okay. Let's play the Pokeball. Dig through the deck a little bit. We're gonna keep the Oricorio in our hand. Let's just do 20 damage and see what next turn looks like. He will get the first opportunity to evolve, but there will not be a way to kill us. There shouldn't be a... there definitely shouldn't be a Giovanni in here, but if there is, then so be it. So what we're doing is we're leaving an opportunity on the board here for ourselves. So we do have a chance to get Gengar. We're not guaranteed to get it, but we definitely want to give ourselves a chance. And the chances are not great, not bad, it's about 50-50. Tapu, and we already know that we're gonna lose Ghastly, so let's just expect to lose Ghastly. Let's expect to lose it. This is likely just over, but we just, got bricked essentially twice in a row. Tough go. Tough go. But we may as well just go for it, right? I have 417 shop tickets. It's crazy. That is crazy. Do you... I don't even know how many I have. I'd have to look at it. I have lots. I have lots. More than I'll ever catch up to needing. Being realistic. Nightwolf. Alright. So we're just going to take a boatload of damage right here. We got nothing else. Nothing else in the gas tank. Doesn't matter. We could do a Rocky Helmet, do an extra 20 damage. None of it matters. This game is over. GG's, Young Ant. You wake up and you just obliterate me here. Would have been nice to do this, play against this deck and actually get some development. But it's not looking like it's happening for me. Not for me. Because even if we had a cape, at least we could have lived through like one turn, but nada. What? Snapping. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Snapping, did you want to get in on a match? You can do one before I start doing my stuff. Good morning. I told you guys I was going to be doing some late night streams this week. I told you. Wait, you haven't even gone to bed yet, Snapping? You've been up all night? Jeez. Alright, does anybody want a last match in here? Oh, I'll show you the shop tickets real quick. No, oh, just Minnie got you up for the night. I get so many shop tickets I don't even collect my daily. I forget this half the time. There you go, 568. It's lots. Lots more than I'm ever going to use. Wow. It loves you right now with luck. Curse your luck. I'll remember that, Young Ant. I'll remember that. Alright, Snapping. Have a good night. Hi, Zyre. Good night, Zyre. Match made in heaven. Bye. Biep. What is Biep? I still don't even have that guy. You know what? We might even just do that just to... Rotom decks, we don't have that either. What's the... Oh, Lycanroc, we got that already, though. We don't... We're missing him, too. Okay. The beauties of free-to-play, I tell ya. Now we're just going to go with whatever's cheapest. Cheapest was something I'm missing, which is the trainer. Eve, welcome in. Good morning. That's how you do it, guys. Craig, early morning, my brother. I mean, technically it's a late night, my brother. It is 12:47 a.m. for me. Why is everybody coming in right now? You guys are making me want to be like, oh, I should stay up really late, but I shouldn't. During this turn, attacks used by your Alolan Golem do 30 damage more to your opponent's active Pokemon. There we go. Because Golem totally needs to do 30 more damage. It's 6:47 a.m. in the Bahamas. Ooh. It's 11:47 a.m. for me. You're just speedrunning the day, Eve. Speedrunning the day over in the UK. Does anybody want to get in on a battle that hasn't had a battle yet? Because I'm getting ready pretty quick here to do my intro, deck, and outro for this deck. Does anybody want to get in on a match? Eve, do you want to get in on a match? Or Craig? It's 11:48 for me as well. Ooh, Silver, you must be in the UK also then. You're still a bit too tired. It's like noon for you. All right, fair enough. Theme collection. Let's just collect all this junk real quick. More shop tickets. There you go. We needed more shop tickets here. All right. I am going to bio up real quick. Then I'm going to come and do what I said. If nobody wants any last battles, I think I have the footage that I need for what I want. I'm just going to throw a solo battle on for you guys. So, you know, anyone that kicks around can watch my AI go against this Ninetales deck. See if we can win. Good luck to me. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Okay. All right. All right, how we doing? How we doing? We're back. You think we can win this still? It's not looking good. If we don't pull that other Skarmory, we're in a lot of trouble right here. It's not looking good. Not looking good, guys. All right. Any final words before I start doing my teleprompter work? Because when I'm doing teleprompter stuff, I can't... nope, you're not going to win this. When I start doing my teleprompter stuff, I can't read the chat. Any final words before I do put teleprompter? Let me know, guys. We'll get this out. This out. I'm tired. Potato. Classics. You guys are just full of them today. Full of them. We're just gonna get, nah, you know what? We're gonna go to the main menu. Best music is this music. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, here we go. What time are we looking at in the video? We're at 1:41. Actually, we'll wait. We'll wait until I get the typing done. You're wrong. I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? I can't be wrong. It's like literally impossible for a streamer to be wrong. We know everything. What? Donnie knows everything? That's a lie. That's got to be a lie. All right. All right, we got it going, guys. We got a good little start here. All right, we'll do a test run, and then I'll see what you guys think. You tell me. Wait, first let's just see if anybody's still here watching me. All right, you guys are still here. I'll take you guys through the test run of my intro. You guys can let me know whether you like the intro or not. Let me know if you like the intro or not. Let me know. I'll do a rematch. A Night Wolf, we can do one, but we're going to do it after I'm done what I'm doing now. You can't just say ban. You have to, like, actually. I'll take you through the rough copy. Then you guys tell me if you like it. If you don't like it, then I'll change maybe some of it. Look, okay. Okay, look no further if you're looking for a free-to-play deck. No. Look no further if you're looking for a great free-to-play deck. Gengar, Tapu Lele, and Oricorio all together make a low-energy, high-aggression deck. And the best part is that all the cards in the deck are 2 diamonds or lower. In this video, we are going to go over what the deck looks like and show you how it works. Drop a like and drop a like and a subscribe, and let's jump right into the deck. What do you guys think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's just supposed to be an intro. It's supposed to be a hook. Obviously, I'll be more engaging and I'll have the teleprompter working. But that's essentially what it is. Give me the thumbs up, thumbs down. I said like and subscribe, and let's jump into the deck. Eve gives me the Charizard guns. All right. Works for me. Thumbs down. Thumbs up. Well, Dark Crow, you're just not even being helpful even a little bit. What? That wasn't an actual recording. That was just me saying it to you guys. All right, I think I got it. I think I got it spaced out properly. I'll look at what you guys said one more time. Oh, then all good. Yeah, no, that wasn't going to be my actual intro just like that. That'd be brutal. All right, step one, let's get back to the right music. Thumbs up from Silver Wolf. All right, here we go, guys. And this video is probably going to come out on Friday, so we'll take a look. All right. And I changed the intro a bit. Best free-to-play deck? Look no further. With Gengar, Tapu Lele, and Oricorio all together, this makes a low-energy, high-aggression deck. And the best part? All the cards are 2 diamond or lower. In this video, we're going to go over what cards are in the deck and how it works. Drop a like and subscribe, and let's jump right into the deck. Thumbs up, thumbs down. No stutters. Perfect. Guys, I know what I'm doing sometimes. Only sometimes, though. And this is at the hour and 49-ish second. Intro to the end. All right, so that is done. Oh my gosh, you guys are going crazy. Sure. Wait, Zyre, you didn't like it. Zyre didn't like it. Others did. There's just no winning. There's no winning. So you're just saying that me being full of myself is not doing it for you. That's what you're saying. You're saying that it's less good. All right. Well, I mean that's I guess kind of reasonable. Only kind of reasonable though. All right. Does anybody offhand? Oh, I should just look it up. What set is this Gengar from? Is this Gengar from the brand new set? Doesn't it say somewhere? Morning me. Oh my gosh. I gotta look this up real quick. Pokemon Pocket. Gengar. From Celestial. No, is it not from Celestial Guardians? Need to put contacts in. Sounds good. Alright. They're forcing me to actually go and look it up. Oh, painful. Oh, this is from Triumphant Light. Triumphant Light Gengar. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's just look real quick at stats. Let's bring the stats on the screen because we are going to want to talk about that. Came in 29th place. Like, this deck did good. Good for him. Them. I don't know. Edgy fellow. I'm guessing it's a him. And, like, he knocked out some good decks along the way. Some good decks along the way. All right. All right. So let's take a look at this deck. This deck is rocking 2 Ghastlies and 1 Haunter. Those are from Genetic Apex, and both the Gengars are from Triumphant Light. Really the first time we're going to see them being used in any sort of meta whatsoever, and the main reason is because we got the rare candies from Celestial Guardians. The Tapu Lele and the Oricorio also coming in clutch, with the Tapu being able to snipe based on energy on your opponent's Pokemon, doing damage. Works really great against Charizards, anything that's going to be stacking up lots of energy, and that Oricorio just as a protection. If they get a kill, you can put it in 1 energy and do 80 damage because of its effect. Tools, we're going to be looking at the Rocky Helmet and the Barb. Goes without saying, you just put them on the Pokemon, and the Lilies, obviously, to heal up those Gengars. The Gengars, with only needing 2 energy, does 70 damage and puts your opponent to sleep. It is really, really explosive. Getting these up by your 2nd energy really fast can start steamrolling any opponent. Also adds in that red card just to give you a little bit of control. We're seeing red card and Mars being played a lot more often than before, and that's mostly just to try to get rid of all those rare candies and that setup right early on in the game. This deck was in the Ursi Day 10K tournament, and it ended up getting in 29th place with 10 wins and 3 losses. So it did really well, and I think it's definitely worth checking out. I just stumbled right there. Let me just figure out where I want to go back in. Yeah, in the Ursi Day 10K tournament, this deck did go 10 wins and 3 losses, so it did perform really well, and it did play it really good. No, that's stupid too. In the Ursi Day 10K tournament, this deck did go 10 wins and 3 losses, and it beat out a lot of really strong decks. And today we are about to show you some of the games we did, showing you how it plays and what you can expect from it. So let's jump right into the games. That was better. That was better. We can cut that. I'm back, Young Ant. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, we're just going to do my conclusion here, and then we are done. So, to package this whole deck together, what I'm going to say is I love this deck, especially when you're looking at this from a free-to-play perspective. This deck, super easy to get. A lot of these cards you don't even need to really pull for. You can just try to trade people, whether it's using apps to trade, joining discords, Most of these cards are really easy to get. The only thing you really need to pull for at this point in time is the Oricorio and the Tapu Lele. Poison Barb and the Lilies. I mean, pretty easy to get those and focus on getting some easy cards and then just trade to get the rest. So as far as free to play goes, I love this deck. As far as results go, I think it goes over and beyond. Great control early game, and late game with the healing, you really can limp through. I mean, it's got a stronger middle game for sure than late game, but all in all, I would highly recommend this deck, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like and subscribe. Oh, no. Okay, how do I want to end this off? Logic plays. Yes, we do. Give me a second. I hope you like this video. Drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, that should do it. Logic plays. Do you do viewer battles at all? Logic plays. Lucky for you, I do. I'll make you a deal, Logic. How you doing, by the way? How's your morning or your evening been going? Because it is 1 a.m. here in Hawaii. I do viewer battles. I was just finishing off some footage I needed for a video. Doing all right. Waiting for time to leave for work. Lol, it's 7 a.m. here. So it's morning time for you. That's fair. Logic plays. This is what we'll do. I'll do you a battle. We'll do a battle, and then I'm going to call it. Because it is getting late, and I've already been on for over 6 hours streaming today. 5, 6, 7 hours streaming. So, Logic, I'll make you a deal. If you drop a follow here on Twitch, we do live stream Monday to Saturday. We usually do day streams for us, but we do the odd night stream, which this would be a night stream. But drop us a follow. We do a lot of Pokemon Pocket content. We also play other games too. We did some Smash Bros. Ultimate with viewers earlier today as well as yesterday, and play other retro games too. So if you're into streamers and Pokemon Pocket content, this is the place to be. All right, let's hit it. Let's hit it, Logic. Use the Donnie code DONNI, and let's get into it. Silly question. Do you write your stuff down on what you want to say? Silver. No, that's not a silly question at all, dude. Yes and no. So, task manager. Let me just get rid of this real quick. Wolf. We'll get you in on a battle too. I'll let you do one more because you got boned on your battle. So the intro I did, I have a teleprompter, if you know what a teleprompter is. So I wrote that down on the teleprompter so that it would be as crisp as possible. The deck, all I did on the deck was I just looked at what I was playing and looked at the win rate. I had it all right in front of my screen, and then I just kind of free-handed what I wanted to say about the deck. But that's why we played the deck first, so that all the games are really fresh. I just played them all. And then the conclusion, I just freeballed that. Sometimes we do script out that, but we definitely script out the intros so that we can get the hooks. Whenever I don't script out intros, I usually miss my hooks. And the hook is, like for that last one, was like, are you looking for a free-to-play deck? This might be the deck for you. Like Gengar, Tapu Lele, Oricorio, the perfect package, free-to-play. Saying that within like the first 10 seconds. Get the hook going so that people know exactly what the video is about right away. So that's pretty much where we're at. Alright, so let's get this. We know that this Tapu is going to need an energy, so let's just get an energy on it. We don't have anything to retreat, so there's no point in not doing it. We may as well get the attacks off too, right? This is going to be a Berry deck. Psychic, probably going to be Giratina with this. Just probably not pulling it. If I had to completely just guess. I'm guessing that we are looking at a Greninja, Giratina, Snorlax deck. And we're not going to red card. So this is a scenario where we will not be red carding. Why silver? Are you saying that like in a sense that it was good or as in it was bad? The parts I knew that I stumbled, I just reset. Because I'm a good enough editor that I can edit that out. I'm not too worried about that. Really? He's going to do it without... That's interesting. I don't think I would have done that. I don't think I would have done that. Now, granted, there probably is a... what do you call it? Come on. Get the words out. There probably is a... Pokemon Center Lady in this deck, but that's okay. Come on, get that Gengar. That's not a Gengar. Alright, we're going to try to get the Gengar anyway. At the very least, we want another... The very, very minimum. Another Ghastly is okay. But Gengar is beta. Gengar is beta. The reason it's beta is because he's going to have a very, very hard time overcoming all of this. Getting energy on the Giratina is going to be really tough while I'm putting asleep. There's the poison, everything going on. Pokemon Center Lady helps, but with Pokemon Center Lady, that doesn't help you get energy on. Or using a berry. There we go, so... Alright, goes right into the new Snorlax. That's fair. That's fair. So what I've learned here is that that's tough. I don't think we're going to get another Gengar on the board. All right. This will be a tough one. This will be a tough battle. This will be a tough battle. I really don't want an Oricorio. That's like definitely a Pokemon I don't want right now. But you know what? I'd rather have it than not have it, so there's that. The red card is just not really gonna come in too clutch here. But you know what? Let's get rid of it. Let's do the red card. So we'll snag 1 point here. Hope for the best. Here's the one thing we got going for us right now, Young Ant, is this deck would be wild to be running a Giovanni. Be wild to run a Giovanni. That wouldn't really make sense. I wish I did have the Poison Barb still, but it just wouldn't make sense. I could see a Mars going down here. Professor's Research, okay. So, Cosmog. Okay, well, I think that's just a little bit too late to the party. Unless a retreat happens, but I don't see that happening. Honestly, I think we're gonna just slow very, very... Ooh, this is good news. This is really good news. Get a Ghastly, get an energy on it. 25% chance. Unless we... Yeah, 25% chance to get our last Gengar. That's pretty good odds. Not to mention, right here, we have a 50% chance of, like, just essentially probably insta-winning this. Unless they're running Pokemon Center Lady. Alright, we lose the 50-50 draw there. But still, this Giratina is the only thing that can kill us right now. Only thing that can kill us. I guess it could put in the other Giratina, but I think we just... The only card here that can win this is the... It would have to... You'd have to have a rare candy and the evolution. Then you'd do a swap. Put the energy on the new Giratina. Otherwise, that's just GG's. That's GG's. Oricorio comes in and gets the win here. We have 1 point. We only need 2 more. Giratina here. This is going to do more than enough damage. And that, my friends, is going to be GG's. Those dang Oricorios. You have decline. One more time. What do you mean? What? I have decline. It did more than 20, not thinking, Rofko. You have deck list one more time? Yeah, I do. Siraj, welcome in. How you doing? Siraj? Yep, I will throw it up for you guys right now. I'll throw the deck list up for you real quick. Dark Crow, let me know when you got it. Screenshot it so I can get off it. And then let's get Silver in for a battle. And then if Siraj wants a battle, then we'll call it. Siraj, we're doing some battles right now. Welcome in. Logic, if it makes you feel any better, we had at least a 25% chance to pull in another Gengar. And we also had the Cyrus. So even if you did get the pullout, the only card you could have had that would have saved you would have been either a Cape or a potion or a Pokemon Center lady. Going good. All right, getting off this. I had heals. Oh, there you go. So you had a chance. You had a chance. All right, let's do Silver the Night Wolf. Let's hit it. Oh, it's getting late here. Getting late. You guys are keeping me here. But I'm having a good time, so I guess I'm just staying here because I'm staying here. YouTube has been so quiet tonight, though. Twitch has been doing great. Twitch was a slow build, but Twitch is usually a slow build. Whether it's day or night, it's like kind of like not very many people, but if I stay on long enough, I usually get anywhere between 10 and 30. Stay on long enough, I'll get there. YouTube, on the other hand, well, they just don't like to promote me sometimes, I guess. I don't know. They don't like PG-13 streams, you know. 25 views. That's all it gave me all night on YouTube. Whereas on Twitch, we got 138. That's quite a big difference. Yeah, Logic. I'll be on again at 1 p.m. PDT. So I'll be back on in like 8 hours. I don't want to work. Right as I get off work. Logic, that sounds perfect. Yeah, we stream Monday to Saturday. This week we will not be on Saturday. It's my wife and myself's anniversary, so won't be this weekend. But under normal circumstances, we're definitely there for you. All right, what the heck are we fighting here? Moon Press. We should just let Moon Press happen, unfortunately. We should... No, that was wrong. That was wrong. We should have put the energy on Oricorio. Thank you, man. Thank you. How long have you been together for? Logic. With the goat wife. She is the goat. Oh, yeah, we're going out for dinner. We're going to the Four Seasons. It's like pretty much the best place to get steak in Hawaii, I would say. Because getting steak and beef is not great out here. It was technically last Wednesday, but we celebrated on the weekend. 4 years. Nice. Congrats. Seriously. We are coming up to our... this is our 2nd year anniversary of being married. But we've been together for 12 years. All right, here we go. It's so wild, you know, not to get into like super personal things, but we have tenants that live below us. And before I started streaming this morning, they were yelling at each other, like yelling to a point where I could almost pick out the words they were saying. And then I started streaming, and then like I took my first bio about an hour and 15 minutes into playing. And I was like, I came out and they were still yelling at each other. I was like, damn, they've been yelling at each other for like 3 hours. Me and my wife have never ever got mad at each other that we felt like we needed to yell at each other for hours. Like hours like that. Like that's just wild to me. Like honestly, we're not yellers. We communicate really. I'm not the landlord. No, it's just tenants. Tenants live, like we live upstairs. Tenants live downstairs. Just two different sets of tenants. But it's just wild to me that like that's how many like 3 hours of yelling at each other. It's like we've literally never yelled at each other for 5 minutes. We've never, I don't even think, yelled at each other. So just to me, it just kind of blows my mind. I don't yell. Yeah, I mean, for us, like, there's the odd time where we're like, you know, like, I'm not thinking straight. We'll come back to this kind of a thing. But, like, for the most part, yeah, like, we just never yell. I grew up in a household of yelling. So, like, to me, I'm just like, no, we can just do this when we're both in a better spot, like tomorrow. Or like, just talk about it rationally. You know, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty good at talking things through in general. I talk enough on here, but yeah, no, it's just one of those things that like crazy to think. Like, you know, they've got a newborn, and that's like a year old downstairs, and then they're just yelling. I'm like, boy, oh boy, like that's just scary business. You know, you're that angry with each other, you're yelling this much. It's just kind of wild to me. Kind of wild. Not to be on a high horse, because it's not about being on a high horse, just kind of crazy. I don't yell, but I have a teacher voice, aka use your diaphragm. Maybe, I don't know. You know what? I can't honestly say whether it's the one you date or how it goes. I mean, I don't think that is. I wouldn't go as far to say that's how all of them are. But it probably goes both ways too, right? Like maybe you need to walk away too. Otherwise, you could lose your cool too if you get into it. Could go both ways, right? You could be doing it for them because you know how you're going to react versus what you think that they're fuming. They want to just deal with it right then and there. Oh no, we need to get a Lily. It's not looking good. We haven't used any yet though, so fighting another one. Literally, you're mirror matching me. And you Iono'd one single card. What could you possibly want to Iono? Well, I to be fair, I didn't need either of my two cards, so. Alright, let's wake up. Don't stay asleep. Don't stay asleep. Sleeping would be a death sentence. Alright. I mean, this is already a death sentence, but that is the death sentence. Okay. We're not completely dead here, but we're not completely alive by any means. So, we're gonna retreat here. Go into Tapu. Really, this... I wish I could just kill him right here. I can't, though. That seemed a little sus. A little sus. But we still got what we needed. Now we just have to win the 50-50 here. We got to win the coin flip. Win the coin flip, win the game. Okay, maybe not, but we have a chance to win the game. All right, here we go. We got to get heads. Wah, 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 wah. GG's. GG's. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. Let's let Silver Wolf take his win here. We did what we could. We did what we could. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to call it there. Siraj, you haven't said whether you want to play or not. So I'm going to assume you don't want to. But I think it's a good time for me to call it for the night, guys. Okay, well, you could have killed either one, Silver Wolf. I tell you. The disrespect. All right. Silver Wolf, GG's, GG's. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming to the late night stream. Don't know if tomorrow's going to be a late night stream, but I did have a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you all being here. Yeah, go to bed. I am going to bed. I got to go to bed so that I can be up on time for the next stream. Also, to anybody that does want to consider, we'll catch you later. Thanks, Strix. We did have a little bit of interest in playing some Mario Party 1, the one for the Nintendo 64 on the Nintendo Switch. Tomorrow, it would be later. We'd play Pocket, then go into that. If that's something you guys potentially would be interested in, drop a message in the Discord. I know Snapping wanted to play, but I said we would have to fill the roster if we were going to do it. So if anybody else might be interested in it, let us know. We could try to put it together. Otherwise, it'll just be Pocket tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate all of your beautiful souls. Stay safe, and we will hopefully see you at 1 p.m. PDT, which is, I don't know, like 8 hours or so. All right. Good night, guys.